Hi guys, welcome back to Durva's Reading Room. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about a book that has become very close to my heart. So one day, I opened up my Amazon app and I just searched that I'm looking for a crime, murder, mystery, thriller kind of a book, but written by an Indian author. Now, I am someone who is a huge fan of Indian authors. So I know, guys, there are a lot of people who genuinely feel that Indian authors are probably not that worth it and it would be boring reading them, or their narrative or writing style is not really that developed. But let me tell you guys, that's not true. Okay, give Indian authors some chance and you'll realize that what you have been really missing out on. So I have this tendency that I keep on scrolling about books and I keep on adding them to my cart. I don't really order them, and then when I have to actually order them, so then I do the entire filtration process. Then later on, it happened that I got this book. So I actually got two books by the same author, and I got these two books as a Raksha Bandhan gift. So I was very happy that अभी तो मेरे पास ये book भी आ चुका है. Now I have to read it. Then that's exactly how I started reading the book. So this is the book that I'm talking about. It's a Murder on the Malabar Hill, written by Sujata Massey. Just couple of chapters into the book, and I realized that this book kind of became like a nostalgia for me. So now people who know me very well and they know my reading choices and preferences, they're aware that I am a huge fan of Kiran Desai, Anita Desai, Shashi Deshpande's work. And when I started reading, and when I was reading through the chapters, it just felt for me that a lot of these things, a lot of these characters, the way they have been developed, the way they have been expressed, they resemble so much with all of these writers. And instantly I just felt that connect with the book. For some reason, I have never really been able to understand why do I connect with such books, or why do I have a very special kind of connect with these writers. I've not been able to understand it yet. I felt that this book is very easy to read. It keeps you hooked till the end. You are constantly on that line that what's happening. I really want to know what's happening. How did it happen? Okay, oh no, so this was the reason behind it, and all of that. So there are a lot of questions in your mind when you're reading this book. And I feel when you have constantly a lot of questions when you're reading a book, then I feel that it's like a success for the writer also, because the writer and the story, the narrative, they have been able to keep you engaged so much that you're so much into the book that you are actually in that world, and you're trying to understand what's happening, and you're trying to even predict certain things, and who might be the killer, or whether he's actually the victim, and all of these questions. So your who, why, what, when kind of questions get answered. So I experienced all of these questions when I was reading this book. I felt that this book has a very good writing style as well. Like a very solid kind of a narrative. Usually, when I want to read a crime, murder, mystery, suspense related book or something, I usually rely on authors like Agatha Christie and all. But now I know that if I want to read in the specific genre and I want to stick to Indian authors, then definitely I'm also gonna rely on Sujata Massey, because I was really happy with the book, the way it turned out, the way the plot turns out, and there were so many characters, the way it was written, the lot of the environment around it. I felt it resonated with me. I often feel that it's not important that you need to have a certain quality in you from that character in order to relate with that character. Not necessary. Or you need to be in a similar situation of the character in order to again resonate with the character. No, it's not necessary. You have so many people around you. You observe them, you talk to them, you understand the situations, and you can just relate with them. Again, this book is not something that you have to sit with a dictionary with you and constantly look for meaning, or constantly look for trying to understand a certain meaning of a word or etc. So I felt that the character from this book were very relatable. They resonated with me and I could connect with them. the key questions that were asked in the book, I felt that I could resonate and I could actually relate and understand the dilemma, understand the plight of the person. So all of these aspects were very close, and I think one of the reasons why it has become so close to my heart is also because the way it has been written, the kind of issues, thematic concerns, the ethos that the book captures, it is something that gels very well with my psyche as well. I feel this book has a very good balance when it comes to introducing you new words and improving on your vocabulary. There has not been any instance as far as I remember in the book कि जहाँ पे ऐसे लगा है कि just for the sake of ऐसा ना jargon जैसा कोई तो एक word डाल देना है just to sound fancy, just to sound something important and all. That is not the case, because I have again seen this happening in a lot of books. So I know I might sound a bit rude as well, or I might end up offending a lot of people as well. But what I have realized after reading a lot of new generation writers, like in the process of writing, have actually forgotten to, keep it simple. I am someone who prefers reading simple text. It's like, and when I say simple text, means is the way that you communicate a certain story. Every story needs to be expressed. I understand that. But it's also the way that you express. There are very few books recently I've come across that I would reread them. And I was happy that I finally have found some books right now that I can add on my reread list. It is a good book for people who are dealing with a lot of reading block, mental block, or probably even writing block. You can definitely, just read this book and you'll feel free, you'll feel motivated, and you'll be like, I want to write. That's what even happened with me, because while reading this book, I realized a lot of things and I started doing those. So there were a lot of new things that I started doing because of this specific book. Again, it's not about the story, it's not about the plot that made me do it. It's moreover about the experience that I got. So I am someone who also pays a lot of attention about the experience. If there is a certain book that after reading the book I did not enjoy it, the story needs to be like, the plot needs to be extra special or something, like something very unique or out of the box or something. No, not necessary. It's, as I said earlier also, it's very much about how you communicate certain things. So, Murder on Malabar Hill is actually about Perveen Mistry, who is one of India's first female lawyers, and this book is based in Mumbai, Bombay. So, it is a historical mystery novel. Her father owns a law firm, and he is a very famous lawyer as well. What happens is that Perveen is actually working on a case which is based on a will. And while working on that case and understanding its complexity and injustice and trying to, work around in a manner so that everyone gets their fair share, etc., tension arises. And when the tension arises, it also results in a murder. Now, the question becomes, and the entire book revolves around the aspect that how does Perveen Mistry uses her legal knowledge and to solve this crime, to solve this specific murder. So the rest of the book basically deals with the idea of how Perveen Mistry is trying to solve this murder, and at the same time, how she deals with the challenges that she faces every day. So the kind of cultural restrictions from that specific era and how she has to deal with them and the way she has to face them every day is exactly what this book revolves around. And after really long time, I can confidently say that this book is actually pure gold. I usually do not say, I usually do not use that kind of a phrase for any other books. It's very rare. It's only when I genuinely feel that this book has something something, some charm and some magic. That's the only time I use this word. If I have to rate this book on the scale of 1 to 5, my rating is gonna be 4. So I would definitely recommend all of you guys, if any one of you is interested in reading murder mystery, suspense, crime thriller related books, and if you're very much interested in this specific genre, then you guys should definitely give this book a chance, because I'm sure after reading this book you will not be disappointed. I can vouch for it. So, guys, this was my review about this book. Please let me know in the comment section below, how did you feel and what are your opinions about this book, whether you have read this book, and how was your experience. Also, guys, if you have any sort of book recommendations for me, please let me know in the comment section below. I would really love to engage with all of you. You can also connect with me on my Instagram handle, Twitter, as well as LinkedIn. So yes, I'm looking forward to connect with all of you, and I'll see you in my next video. See you guys super soon. Take care. Have a really good day and good evening.